evening, Youth in Government. I'm Rachel Overstreet.
And I'm Russell Hash.
And you're watching Why Witness News. Have you ever wondered what delegates do in their free time between sessions?
Have you ever wondered where they eat, hang out, socialize, or just chill?
I know in my 4 years here, I haven't branched out much further than Upper Crust or Magnolia.
Our reporter Wolfie got the chance to interview a couple of delegates and ask them what they do during their free time.
What's up, YNG? Wolfie Tash here, reporting to you live from K Street. We decided to take a walk down and talk to some of our fellow delegates and get their input on their favorite restaurant, who was going to win this year's youth governor race, and what they thought of last night's bouncy house. What's your favorite part of the trip here in Sacramento so far, Ben?
Definitely getting to go around the town and having so much freedom.
Did you happen to attend the bouncy house night last night?
I did.
And what did you think of it?
It was really fun.
Any of the bouncies your favorite?
Definitely the obstacle course one. I raced and I won.
Did you go to the bouncy house last night by any chance?
Yeah, I was there.
Would you care to elaborate on your favorite bouncer?
I'm trying to. It was fun. I only went on one, but I enjoyed watching the. I don't know how to describe it, like the one where people fight with the little stick things. That was fun. But yeah, it was fun.
Who's your favorite candidate in this year's race for youth governor?
Jenna Galper all the way.
Who are you rooting for in this year's youth governor race?
I'd have to go with Max Bouvry, 65th youth governor. He's a great candidate. I know him personally. He's a really great guy, but most importantly, he's very passionate. He has great ideas. Very smart guy.
Who would you like to see win this year's youth governor race?
Definitely Spencer Perry. He's really hot and calmy.
What's your favorite restaurant on K Street?
My favorite restaurant would have to be Upper Crust.
Would you care to tell us why your favorite restaurant is Upper Crust?
Yes, I would love to. Well, first of all, have you seen how cheesy their pizza is? And like when I'm in Upper Crust, first of all, it's a buffet, so I don't think you can get better than that. And also, like when you eat it, it's just so warm and like juicy in your mouth, and there's nothing, like the world's a better place when I eat Upper Crust pizza.
I have to agree, it is pretty delicious. What's your favorite restaurant on K Street?
Asuka.
Oh yeah? Would you care to tell us why?
I came here early on Wednesday, and the chicken teriyaki is fantastic.
Would you recommend it to your fellow delegates?
I would recommend it to all delegates who want to enjoy a fantastic meal.
Where's your favorite place to eat lunch here on K Street?
Ambrosia.
And why is that?
Because everything's easy to order and it's all simple.
Have you ever eaten at Pizza Rock before?
Yes, I have.
And what did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good. The food was really tasty. It was a little bit on the more expensive side, but the service was really nice and it was really awesome.
Would you recommend it to your fellow delegates?
I would recommend it for more of like a last night dinner just because of how expensive it is.
Thank you, Wolfie. Well, Rachel, what do you think?
Well, Russell, I'll be sure to try out some new places to eat.
Secretary of State Kayla Eaton is a busy woman. Have you ever wondered what she does during her free time?
Our reporter Erin Sanchez had the opportunity to sit down with Kayla to discuss what she does with her time in a new segment we'd like to call Sitting with Sanchez.
Erin Sanchez here with Sitting with Sanchez. I'm here at Secretary of State Kayla Eaton.
Hello.
We're about to get to know a lot more about Kayla Eaton today. So Kayla, what do you stand for in YNG?
Well, as Secretary of State, I represent this program, and I'm representing the program with class and dignity, and I guess I stand for all delegates having equal opportunities to stand up in session and speak and say what's really on their mind, and breaking out of their turtle shells, to go back to last year.
Very interesting. You hold a very high position. Do you feel as if you stand above the rest of YNG?
Absolutely not. I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm still just a teenager, and I still go to high school and take classes and fail tests, and yeah, I don't think I stand above anyone.
And we've seen this governor race, and it's getting pretty heated, and it's coming down to the line. Which governor candidate do you think you can really stand behind?
Well, as Secretary of State, I don't endorse any candidates because I'm in charge of elections, and to me that would just seem unfair. But I think all of the candidates are extremely interesting, and I'm excited to see what the outcome will be.
Wow. And how many years have you not been in a wheelchair?
I believe it's been 17.
17 years without a wheelchair.
Yeah, I've never broken anything or fractured anything or sprained anything or ever sat in a wheelchair, actually.
That is impressive. You are lucky.
Thank you.
So we're here in a restaurant. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food. I love food. I love all food. I'll tell you what food I don't like though is Fig Newtons. I tried them for the first time yesterday.
So you hate Fig Newtons?
It's like the two worst flavors combined to make like the worst thing in the world. I hope that doesn't offend anyone, but
It sure doesn't offend me. So what do you want to say to the delegates here at YNG?
what do I want to say to them? Well, I guess we only have a couple more days in Sacramento, and in the Secretary of State office, our theme is Shark Week. And we believe to live every single day in Sacramento like you're living a day in Shark Week.
And is there anything special you want to say to the seniors this year?
Seniors, I guess just kind of last sack, live it up, no matter what happens. Look back at your experience in youth and government with pride and satisfaction, and no regrets.
Wow. And how about a little shout out to the staff?
Oh, well, my Secretary of State staff, first of all, shout out to them because I don't know what I would do without them, probably nothing. And I think the staff get so overlooked because even when I was, like my past 2 years as a delegate, I didn't even like realize how much work goes into it. Like they come up to conferences days before us preparing. And if you look around at the small like details, like in joint session, like all of our huge speakers, oh God, I can't remember the word, and now we have all these signs in front of the offices. They really work so hard, and I'm so grateful for that.
And everyone always wants to know, what is the most embarrassing moment of YNG for you?
Oh God, I've had so many, especially this conference. Just this conference in specific, I was wearing like a long shawl on the first day, and I was running on the second floor of the Hyatt, like down the hallway, and there's like the railings are beautiful, like very intricate, and there's all these like I think poppies and like leaves, and I was running down and my shawl got caught in it, and I like ran and like got yanked back and fell, and it was pretty embarrassing. And then also I was not leading a session, but I was like giving a speech, and I called gold a precious stone, and I was corrected like gold's a metal, so that was kind of embarrassing.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations for places to eat here in Sac?
Well, I always go to Upper Crust because it is so close, but last night I went to the Burger Inn, which was pretty good, and I went to Magnolia for lunch, and that was delicious. So all of those.
And you work very closely with Matt Tick. What do you have to say about him?
Matt Tick is honestly the most interesting person. Like, he was on Jeopardy, and he has so much going on in that head of his. That's why his hair is so big. He's incredible. I'm so honored to even know him.
And what do you have to say about his hair?
His hair? God, I could go on about his hair. It just like, you just look at it and I feel like I just get lost in between the curls. It's just, wow. Just wow.
Wow, there's a lot to say.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Secretary of State Kayla Eaton.
Thank you for interviewing me.
This has been Sitting with Sanchez with your host, Aaron Sanchez.
Although today's joint session seemed long, we heard from 61st Youth Governor A.J. Blumenfeld
and Assemblymember Isidore Hall III, who offered inspiring words to encourage participation in government.
We had Jason report on today's government candidate debates.
Welcome, I'm Jason Bilger from SDSC South Bay, and this is a recap of your joint session. Now today's joint session, we got a lot of guests. First, a look from the future and a blast from the past. From the future, we had an assembly member of the 52nd District, Isidore Hall, come to talk to us about his bill, AB 233, which would offer a checkbox for all taxes that would help support youth and government programs. Isidore Hall also told us that youth and government and its delegates are great people and bright people and need to be the hotshots of California. We also received a blast from the past from the 61st Youth Governor, A.J. Blumenfeld. A.J. talked to us about how we need to be at the front of the pack, that we shouldn't wait our turn, and that we should never lag behind.
Youth government legislator advocating on the Senate floor that made the hair on the back of my neck stand up, ultimately brought me to file for the election and challenge a 3-term incumbent.
Thank you, Jason. Now that we've heard the governor candidates' political viewpoints, we wanted to hear more about their personal lives.
We are interested in finding out what their lives are like outside of youth government. For example, what's a typical Friday night for them?
Our reporter Angelise got to sit down with our candidates to find out more about their lives.
Hello, this is Angelise Slifkin from the South Pasadena San Marino delegation, here with Max Bouvry running to be the 65th Youth Governor. All right, Max, so what, aside from youth and government, what are your passions?
I have been a musician for 9 years. It's something I want to do and pursue in college for music composition, hopefully at USC. Yeah, that's definitely a huge passion I have other than youth and government.
Are either of your parents in the art music field?
You could say they're artists. They're both architects, and my dad does buildings in China, and he hand draws them before he puts them in a computer. So you could say that's art. Yeah.
All right. What is your favorite band or song?
Currently, it changes probably on a day-to-day, weekly basis. But last night, when I was trying to fall asleep, I was actually listening to this is a pretty rare occurrence, but "Love on Top" by Beyonce and "Ramble On" by Led Zeppelin. Two completely opposite sides of the spectrum.
Are you going to any music festivals soon?
Yes, I'm going to be at weekend 2 of Coachella, and I'm looking forward to seeing every band there.
Any band in particular?
Probably Radiohead.
All right. Why did you choose to join the unaffiliated party?
Because although I've been told 100 times it's going to be like suicide and I'm not going to win because of it, I really didn't support the system. I don't support it in our federal government either. And regardless if I was going to win or not with it, I didn't want to win with the guidance and help from a system I didn't truly support.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Max.
Thank you.
Why did you choose to run to be a governor?
Honestly, I chose to run to be governor because I love this program so much, and as I said before at joint session, I'm the kind of person who's always looking to make small improvements, looking for the things that we can fix and change in YNG, and once I started noticing things that I wanted to change, I really felt compelled to run.
What's your favorite YNG memory?
Ooh, my favorite YNG memory. I would have to say my freshman year friendship ceremony with my delegation, because we really all bonded and came together. People were sharing heartfelt stories and just how much the program had changed them, and that was, I'd always loved YNG, but that was the moment when I realized that YNG is my family and just like how amazing, what a wonderful program it is.
How have your friends, either at home or in YNG, like influenced you to be the way you are now?
Ooh, that's a good question. How have my friends influenced me? I would say my friends have really pushed me and motivated me to go for things and try hard. And my delegation, my friends from there, my friends that I've met from other places in YNG and even at school really have been so supportive and have motivated me of maybe, not be afraid to fail. And that's really helped me become who I am in YNG.
What's like a typical thing you and your friends would do on like a Friday or Saturday night?
On a Friday or Saturday night, my friends and I, we usually go out to the movies or go out to dinner together and then usually just kind of hang at home and chill, laid back.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Jenna. So which political issue are you most fascinated by?
I'm most fascinated by, personally, Prop 8 and the cycle it's going through, because originally the court system deemed gay marriage as constitutional and legal, and then Prop 8 was a measure of checks and balances, and now the court is going over the checks and balances system. So this is essentially the checks and balance system calling itself unconstitutional, and I don't think that is right by any form of the law.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie has to be You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
What happens in the movie?
It's about an Israeli counter-terrorist who eventually makes peace.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure for food?
Ooh, it has to be In-N-Out.
What do you order?
Always a double animal fries and a Neapolitan shake.
Nice. What is your dream vacation?
I've actually already been on my dream vacation.
What was it?
I went to Switzerland over summer.
How long did you go for?
I went for a month and 2 weeks, and I worked there actually, made some money, and spent 6 weeks there. It was a great time.
That sounds fun. If you had to choose which reality TV star you most fit the life or personality of, who would you choose?
I wouldn't choose any of them actually.
Why not?
I think I watch not that much reality television, but when I do, I strive to not be like those kinds of people.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Martin. So if you had to choose one political issue that you're most fascinated by, what would you choose?
One political issue that I'm extremely fascinated by is probably the right for gay couples to be married. I think it's an extremely prominent issue in California lately, of course, with the Prop 8 passing in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. So, of course, that was a huge issue for us, and I think that it's very important that it gets passed in other states, and the United States kind of band together to make it a nationwide, law. I think that if you have the right in every state to vote, to pay taxes, and to serve in your military, I think you should at least be allowed to get married.
Who influences you in youth and government?
I think it's the delegates. It's just the normal delegates. Of course, the statewide officers are all my friends, and their ability to fulfill their positions are, incredible. But I think just the regular delegates that go on and do their thing, and they are in their program areas and they're passionate about it, and they just are who they are and they speak their voice, because that's what I was, and that's what influenced me to want to take on a bigger position, was just being a normal delegate and observing what areas of the entire program need fixing, just as an innocent bystander.
Who was your favorite governor so far?
I was a big fan of Amin Merchant. I think he did a really good job. He was also very friendly. He was, relatable, and he was the homeboy governor, which everybody calls me the homegirl governor. So it's kind of like that. You just want to be able to relate to them.
So what political party are you in, Spencer?
I'm affiliated with the Pirate Party.
And why did you choose that party?
Well, the Pirate Party has shown the most support for me as a candidate, and I also agree with their political views the most. Yeah.
All right. Can you explain your outfit today?
Absolutely. Let's see. These shoes are from my grandfather. Socks are from my brother. The suit is from my brother as well. This tie was from my great-grandfather. And my grandma helped me pick out this shirt. So I guess my outfit's all from my family. It's the same kind of relationship I want to have with YNG, where I'm contributing and I get as much out from the program as I get in.
All right, what is one of your favorite restaurants here in Sacramento?
Actually, I'd like to shout out to Mahjong's. Definitely my favorite restaurant. They are pretty cheap, and they're often not as crowded as Upper Crust or Magnolia Grill.
What do you order there?
Oh geez, I don't know. Kung Pao chicken's pretty good.
What is your dream vacation?
My dream vacation? Well, when I was really young, I got the opportunity to go to France with a traveling group of some sort. And I would love to go back and visit some relatives and just see the sights. It's a beautiful place. That would be my dream vacation.
And can you tell us a little bit more about your family members being in politics?
Sure. Let's see. Both my mothers work for the California government. They're both civil attorneys, and my one mother in particular is the executive director of a program that funds preschool programs. Beyond that, my two lesbian parents are in a lawsuit against the state of California to overturn Proposition 8. They're the plaintiffs in the Perry v. Schwarzenegger case. And it's pretty cool because recently the Ninth Circuit came out with a ruling that Proposition 8 is unconstitutional. And that was from the effect of my parents.
Great. Thanks so much, Spencer.
Thank you, Angelise.
You know what, Rachel? I feel like I got this much closer to each candidate.
There are many delegates who have yet to catch the buzz about YNG's newest program.
What's that?
The National Judiciary Program. It's a 6-day conference in Chicago put on by the partnership between the YMCA and the American Bar Association. It will challenge 25 California delegates to participate in both mock trial and appellate court settings. Applications are due tonight in the Trinity Room at 10, so don't miss this golden opportunity. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Russell.
And we'll see you tomorrow.